Hey fans, what's up? It's Gamer Guy 7 Aces back with more Sonic Rush. Alright, it has been a long time since I last played this game. It was like early February, but now I'm back to finish this off. We're now in the final zone, which is F Zone. Right now I'm taking on the unknown boss. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be doing Blaze's story, nor will I be doing the final, you know, the supersonic and burning Blaze levels, just because I don't so much like this game, Sonic Rush, to be honest. I mean, I like the levels to an extent, but I hate the bosses, because like the bosses, they take away your boost, they take away everything. Like this boss was a pain in the ass to beat, you know, like this versus Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations or Unleashed. You can actually use your boost in the bosses. And the special stages were not that hard, except the last one was hard as hell. And you know, with other games I'm doing in Sonic Generations, I just don't have the time or patience to do this. You know, if you want to see the full complete playthrough of all this, you can check other people's channels and stuff. But yeah, and by the way, this has kick-ass music that I put in the intro. Sounds just like Michael Jackson. Like, doesn't it? I would say Michael Jackson would have worked on this, but he was not working on any Sonic games in the year 2005 when this came out. Yeah, this music is awesome. I would put a Michael Jackson clip just to show him dancing to this, but that would seem a little too cliche. But yeah, let's enjoy this awesome MJ music. Alright. By the way, guys, I have to be a little honest here. This is post commentary, but I've kind of been reluctant to do this game again. Not because I hate this game, both Rush and Rush Adventure. It's just, and it's a concern not just about me, but a lot of LPers, is that we can never do a game without getting compared to another YouTuber stuff. Like, I know some other YouTubers were doing this at the same time, like Koban Romani 456. And I've been planning to do this game since last year. So I was doing it, you know, it's the fanboys. Like, some people would just write rude messages or constantly saying that, dude, you're ripping off from someone else or so-and-so by doing this game. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, no one owns this game. This game is owned by Sega. Like, when a new game comes out, hundreds of people do it on YouTube. Does that mean they're copying from each other? No. Just because this game came out nearly 10 years ago doesn't mean someone is copying the other if someone does it first, you know? It doesn't make sense to me. So I got so much of that, I was like, you know what the hell? That's not the reason why I postponed this game. It's because Lego Movie came out. That was more important. But yeah, that kind of killed my excitement for this. You know, last year I did a back-to-back series on Sonic Rivals 1 and 2, and I really enjoyed that because a lot of people were not doing that game. Clement was doing the game too, and funnily enough, I was not compared to him. But I was doing mine first by camera, then the second half I did with my Joy-Lite emulator, and that was the best reviewed one. So ever since I finished that game, I've been planning to do both Rush and Rush Adventure, basically Rush and Rush 2. I just never had the time for it. I was going to do it around the same time I did Rivals last year, and next year I was planning to do Sonic Advance. But out of the some of the negative feedback by just calling me a rip-off of other YouTubers kind of discouraged me from doing this. So, by the way, if you guys are listening to this and that's not you, don't worry, this is not about you, but you guys, you know who you are, the ones who say, oh, you rip off from this or you rip off from that. We are LPers. That's our job, to LP games. No one is ripping off from someone else. Unless it's someone is using their style or everything that they do, or they're ripping off their videos. Other than that, anyone can play a game, you know? It doesn't make sense. But that's the end of my little rant. I mean, I didn't want to address that, but, you know, I've been getting annoyed how some people will say that this LP ripped out from another LPer just because they're playing the same game. Doesn't make any sense to me, because when a new game comes out, everyone is doing that. So, would you say everyone is ripping off from each other? I don't know. But anyway, let's continue with this. I got 2 more hits to this boss and I'm done. But just to let you know, I'm not doing the Blaze story because I'm not into this game as much as I was with Sonic Rivals. Funnily enough, this game, people hold this game higher than Rivals, but I enjoy playing Rivals more than this. So we'll see how Rush Adventure goes. Don't think I'm even halfway done with that, but we'll see. But this is the final episode. This is the finale of Sonic Rush. It's kind of mellow, but I don't care. I'm busy with Sonic Generations anyway, so yeah. But you know me, I like to finish my LPs, especially they started out pretty good. But yeah, looks like I got one more hit. I hate this boss. Like, I died so many times trying to get this right. Yeah. like, I'll crush you, Sonic. Yeah, this part doesn't make sense. He just goes and hits, mashes against the board. Basically, you just gotta hit him the right time. Yep, and we hit him in the right time. Nice. But one thing I have to say, I am so glad Dimps is done making handheld Sonic games. I mean, Rush and Rush Adventure were the only good ones they made in other games, but like, they did Colors DS pretty good. It's basically another Rush game, but they did mediocre in Generations 3DS. They did bad in Lost World 3DS. So I'm glad Sonic Boom is going to be made by the Naughty Dog team or whatever. It's not going to be by the Red Button Entertainment, but it's going to be made from the same team that made like handheld Crash games and Sly Cooper. So I'm very excited for Sonic Boom. It's going to be a breath of fresh air for Sonic games. You know, nothing wrong with Sonic Team, you know, but just Dimps. I'm glad Dimps is I'm glad they're backing off from handheld Sonic games, because Lost World was like the last straw. That's the main reason why I wanted to do Rush, because I was left with such a bad taste in my mouth with Lost World. I was like, okay, let's do the glory days of Dimps Rush. And it turned out not to be so exciting because some people decide to, you know, do stuff. So I'm sorry guys, if I sound a little upset in this episode, I do, because I wanted to come back and finish this, but yeah. And you guys can read the captions here. I don't need to read it. So yeah. Alright, well that wraps up for today. So hit that like button if you want, and comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the rest of Sonic Rush Adventure. I'll try to get that down as soon as I can. But alright, until next time, it's Gamer Guy 7 Aces saying peace and swag out.